up on Mornings on the Hill, research opportunities for women in STEM.
Plus, we give you a sneak peek into one trendy vintage store in downtown Syracuse.
The inside scoop about this year's Fall Dance Showcase from the dancers themselves.
All that and today's weather coming up on this episode of Mornings on the Hill.
Good morning. I'm Jillian Andrews. Thanks for joining us this morning on Mornings on the Hill.
And I'm Morgan Trow. It's Wednesday, October 16th. Topping our news this morning, Syracuse University is providing research opportunities for underrepresented students.
Syracuse University is providing a number of research opportunities for students in STEM majors.
Our Alexander Jenner-John is live in studio with more.
Thanks, ladies. Many students chose Syracuse after being told they'd have the chance to be a part of research opportunities. After their eagerness to be involved was recognized, learn why two neuroscience majors say the SU kept their promises.
I will be graduating with my name on a published neuroscience paper.
I will be graduating as first author on a neuroscience paper.
Senior neuroscience majors Gabrielle Samuetz and Caroline Bagarour committed to Syracuse University with the same ambition to become undergraduate researchers. Those ambitions turned into plans with the help of Dr. Sandra Hewitt and her laboratory.
I think one of the most unique opportunities for undergraduate STEM majors here at Syracuse University is the ability to work in a research lab. And just because they're undergraduates doesn't mean that they actually can't rise to the occasion.
As the Beverly Pedersen Bishop Professor of Neuroscience at SU, Dr. Hewitt recognized Samuetz and Bagarour's commitment and interest to their research, and she works closely with each of them.
They have the opportunity to conceive the ideas for the experiments, working on the experiment, analyzing data, and writing it up.
Dr. Hewitt says more than $1 million has been committed to the Undergraduate Research Center, known as The Source, to fund grants for students who have started their own independent research projects.
We got our projects funded by the university, and it also gave us the opportunity to write a project narrative and proposal and really understand the story that our scientific work is telling.
So not only are these STEM majors learning lab techniques, but also scientific writing, which will be significant for their post-grad careers.
The seniors in this lab right now are working on our own individual papers that will be published, which is a lot more than a lot of other students at other universities can say.
Dr. Hewitt agrees, which is why she commits her time to these students daily and says the work she's seen them do should not be overlooked.
So make no mistakes, our undergraduates are not here just doing fluff projects. These are federally funded research projects that are contributing to the intellectual, scientific environment of our nation.
After graduation, Samuetz plans to attend grad school to study clinical neuroscience psychology, and Bagarour will be taking a gap year to do more lab work before applying to neuroscience doctorate programs. For Mornings on the Hill, I'm Alexandra Jenner-John. Our top story this hour, not just a regular Syracuse store.
It's a store where you can get one-of-a-kind Syracuse apparel. Michelle Knezovic is live in studio with the story.
Bert Officer, a Syracuse alum, has been collecting vintage apparel for almost 11 years now. It started as a storage unit until he felt he was ready to open his own vintage apparel store in downtown Syracuse. But why in Syracuse, after living in LA at one of the biggest fashion capitals in the world?
We would have like a reading list because my parents were both teachers, so they were into that stuff. But we'd go to the Met in New York City, we'd go down to the Smithsonian in DC, and we really took in more culture that way. And I just always kind of got into, clothes, I guess because of that. My mother sews and kind of makes her own clothes, and she's a quilt maker, and kind of all of that, I think, got me into it.
His childhood was a little different, growing up not using electronics, but experiencing art. He had always been interested in fashion, but his interest in vintage Syracuse apparel came from his own experiences.
And did that for about 6 years, and I would always come back to campus to go to an event, or I'd go to a game, and I'd want to wear something that was really nice and cool and unique that stood out in the crowd, and I couldn't really find anything. And I saw how well those stores do on Marshall Street in the bookstore, and I was like, oh, I can do better than this. So
His store in downtown Syracuse, Scholars and Champs, is one of a kind, and that's what makes it so unique.
Store is more like 95%. I'm the only store that has it in the city. In some cases, I'm the only store that has it in the country.
But why Syracuse, after working in LA for so many years? There is something about the school, he says.
Like, You know, imagine being in New York City and you were going to see a professional sports game. You know, this is the only game in town, Syracuse basketball and football. And so it's like having 5 sports franchises in one for one school. And people drive, you know, from Scranton or all the way west from, you know, Rochester or Buffalo just to see one game. And I used to buy tickets a lot, and every once in a while I would sell them, and people would buy them like 2 hours away, 3 hours away. And you know, you forget that it's such a big attraction. Yeah, so, and we always just describe it as kind of magical, especially the campus. You go up there and you got all the old fancy buildings and everything.
Scholars and Champs is located on South Salina Street, and you can follow their social media. Their Instagram is Scholars and Champs, and if you look through, they post different apparel that they get in, so you can always check out the website to see if you find a unique piece of clothing that you might want to wear to a tailgate or something. And you can also shop on their online store. Oops. There we go. You can also shop on their online store or give them a call, and you can find all of the information right on their Instagram page. So, Morgan and Jill, are you guys going to get something for the tailgate this weekend?
Honestly, those shirts did seem kind of tempting. I may head down there if I have time. Thanks, Michelle. And as we head into the colder months, it is important to stay safe and healthy. The Barnes Center at the Arch is working with the Onondaga County Health Department to bring free flu shots to the campus. This year's vaccine protects against 4 strains of the virus. You can get your shot today at the Barnes Center from 11 this morning to 3 this afternoon. If you can't make it today, the vaccine will also be available this month on Monday the 28th and Tuesday the 29th.
A drag queen bingo event is happening on campus tonight with a special guest. In addition to queer-themed bingo game, Shangela Laquifa Wadley will be performing and hosting a Q&A session. The event will be in Goldstein Auditorium from 8 to 10 tonight. Shangela has performed on Glee in 3 seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race. The Queen Bingo event is organized by SU's LGBT Resource Center as part of LGBTQ History Month. Tickets are $6 and are available through the SU box office.
Usually when you're hungry, it would be all on you to get your food of choice. On this edition of Eatin Pal, it's on us.
Sharif King will fill us in on how to get your food without leaving your home.
Thanks, guys. I'm here in Newhouse 2 with SU Food Services Keone. How we doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to find out how I can eat and not move.
Okay. Well, we have the Grubhub account. It's red and it has white writing on it. It says Grubhub, very popular. And you can do 2 things with Grubhub. You can order, see, all our campus dining restaurants are on here. There's 2 ways you can do it. You can order for pickup. And pickup is like, say you're in class and you have another class right away and you're hungry. Your stomach is growling and you want to pick up your food on the way to class, but you don't want to stand in line. You can order from one of these restaurants, and as you pass by a cafe, you can pick up your food. It's just sitting there right there waiting for you.
The professors are going to love this because the students will never have to leave class, huh?
Right, exactly. So another thing that you can do where you really don't want to get up is you can also do delivery. So it says there's a pickup and there's delivery. So you hit delivery and it shows you what restaurants are open. And then once you go into the restaurant, say we're going to do Dunkin' Donut, we just ordered from Starbucks. You can go and you can choose your favorite things.
Keone, so this was very, very easy. You download the app, and what else?
So if you want to get from our campus dining, download the app. Make sure you get into Syracuse University so you can get all the campus dining restaurants.
And it's simple as that.
It's as easy as that. You can order pickup or delivery. And then eat away.
My delivery's on the way.
Eat and tell.
Are always open to suggestions. Feel free to contact them on their website at suservices.com. The SU students is out of commission through Saturday due to the high winds we are expecting this weekend.
Alexander Peebles is live on University Ave to tell us what else we can expect with these winds.
Thanks, guys. Yes, Walt is currently placed in the downward position, what they call knuckling, in efforts to protect it against high winds that we're going to be expecting. Right now, it's about mid to upper 50s. Feels a little bit less than that, around lower 50s. It is starting to get a little bit breezy. Expect these high winds to kick up right around noon through the afternoon, those high winds are also going to bring some rain. Currently, the rain is southwest of us. This wind's going to push these storms right to us. Right around that commuting hour, that's when we're likely to see a lot of rain. I'm talking downpours, so the biggest thing today is be prepared. Rain jackets, windbreakers. On your way to class, you might get a little wet this afternoon. That's it. Tomorrow is really when we're going to start to expect that rain to pick up. That's all I got from out here. Back to you guys in the studio.
Coming up here on Mornings on the Hill, which fashion experts came to campus to talk about celebrity red carpet
When
looks?
I was 18 years old.
Also coming up, an interview with the members of the Syracuse dance troupe, The Outlaws. Stay with us for those stories and much more here on Mornings on the Hill.
This past weekend, a celebrity makeup artist and fashion stylist came to campus. They told students what it takes to make the perfect red carpet look.
Our reporter Dana Casulo has the story.
I had the chance to sit down and talk with a celebrity makeup artist and a celebrity fashion stylist. They told me what fall trends students should be on the lookout for this year.
When I was 18 years old, in my freshman year in college, I was diagnosed with skin cancer. I never wore makeup until then. I felt makeup was unnecessary.
Jessica Smalls is a celebrity makeup artist. Her illness drove her to explore the realm of beauty. Smalls has worked with celebrities such as Janelle Monáe, Mary J. Blige, John Legend, and Cardi B. She says there is one product all students need.
Brow pencil. People underestimate how much brows will frame your face. It will make you look awake when you're dead tired from studying all night long. Your brows will make you look like you had a full night rest.
Smalls says what makes her unique as a makeup artist is she knows what it feels like to be uncomfortable in her own skin.
But I want to make people shine. I want to take whatever they feel on the inside and let the world see it.
Andrew Gelwicks is a celebrity fashion stylist. As a child, he would steal his mom's Vanity Fair magazines, mesmerized by the editorials and the red carpet photos. Now he styles celebrities such as Tommy Dorfman, Josie Canseco, Sistine Stallone, and KJ Apa. Gelwicks says there is one item of clothing all students need.
A really good pair of jeans that you feel comfortable in. I think being able to have that and throw it on with any top, whether it's your old-time favorite top or a brand new top.
Gelwicks believes you don't need to follow what everyone else is doing, but recognize trends and take what fits best for you.
For me, the coolest, most inspiring people with style and fashion are the ones that dictate the trends and don't follow them.
To see more of their looks, head to their Instagram page at Jessica Smalls and Andrew Gelwicks. For Mornings on the Hill, I'm Dana Casulo.
Thanks, Dana. Syracuse residents can expect to see more trees this upcoming season.
Our Cheyenne Obrega went behind the scenes with the crews that make this happen.
Thanks, ladies. The month of October marks the beginning of tree planting season. A local organization dedicates their time to not only improving the environment, but also allowing people to earn an income.
The Onondaga Earth Corps is a local organization that gives paid job opportunities to people out of school. The tree planting program teaches workers communication skills and helps them build a resume. Planting trees with the Earth Corps gives them the chance to be a responsible adult while also increasing the number of trees in Syracuse.
It's helping me grow as an adult, because this is my first job ever.
Many of these workers come from underprivileged areas. Crew leader Shad McKinney says planting trees with the Onondaga Earth Corps allows people to get away from the crime that troubles their neighborhoods.
When the community sees, a troubled youth out here doing positive things, it changes their perspective. Like, oh, I thought that was a no good kid. Now look at what he's doing. It's great all around.
For workers like Reuben Harrison, planting trees is more than just a job opportunity.
I'm giving back to the community because I come from this. I was raised in this area.
The organization has helped employ over 300 young adults. Crews consist of 3 to 4 workers who plant trees from Monday through Thursday. Administrative assistant Yvonne Chu says past workers have been successful after they leave the program.
We've actually have had crew members go to SU to continue education. A lot of them will continue education at OCC or any of the local kind of colleges or universities and stuff like that. There's been quite a few who've done that.
Since the beginning of tree planting program in 2004, the Onondaga Earth Corps has planted over 10,000 trees. For they aim to reach the goal of 11,000 by the end of 2019. For Mornings on the Hill, I'm Cheyenne Nobrega.
Thanks, Cheyenne. And it's a busy week on the Hill for the SU Athletics.
Alexa Roth has your sports update.
Good morning, I'm Alexa Roth with your sports update for Mornings on the Hill. The men's soccer team shut out the Yukon Huskies in a 1-0 victory last night. It was a physical battle at the SU Soccer Stadium. The one and only goal for the Orange was shot by Sondre Norheim. It was Norheim's second goal of the season. Last night was Syracuse's last non-conference game. The Orange's next match is Saturday against the Clemson Tigers. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. at the SU Soccer Stadium. The dome construction is making big strides this week. Steel pieces are being put into place, outlining the current roof. These beams are going to form what will be the new roof. Chief Facilities Officer Pete Sala says the changes are happening fast.
I think in November, there'll be enough up there where people will really understand what this is going to look like. We're going to start primarily on the northwest corner of the building. We're in the process right now of constructing a third crane pad. That's happening as we speak. It should be done in about a week and a half. People will see that. That'll be a change for everyone as well.
For your MLB update, the Washington Nationals are headed to the World Series for the first time in franchise history. The Nationals swept the St. Louis Cardinals in the 4-game series to clinch the National League title. The heated series between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees continues tonight as the Astros lead 2-1 for the American League title. First pitch from the Bronx is at 8:08 as Alex Bregman and the Astros look to take a commanding 3-1 lead, while Gleyber Torres and the Yankees look to tie the series. That's all for your Sports Syracuse updates. I'm Alexa Roth. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alexa. Our Shoshana Stahl is live in studio with a member of the Outlaws dance troupe.
Thanks, Jill. I'm joined this morning by one of the co-directors of Outlaws dance troupe, Brianna Jones. So can you just tell me what Outlaws is?
Yes, sure. So Outlaws was established in 2014 by this man named Brandon. He was on the team when I was there. It was created just because there was a kind of a lack of hip-hop culture on the campus, so he created the group. It started out as something that was really small. It was like 10 members, really male-dominated, and now we're at 30 members. It's very co-ed. There's lots of women and men on the team. It's very diverse, and that's where we're at right now.
So what separates Outlaws from other dance organizations on campus?
I think that Outlaws is very relatable in the sense that a lot of our dances are surrounded around hip-hop dances and songs that are on television right now and on the radio right now. So it's kind of something that the people in the university can relate to as far as different styles of dance. A lot of people aren't keen to contemporary, or stepping is also a little bit niche-y, but hip hop is I think more broad, and that's why people can relate to it.
So what can students look forward to? You have a showcase coming up soon?
Yeah, our showcase is on October 25th at 7.
And how and when can students buy tickets for this?
So tickets go on sale on Wednesday. Well, today's Wednesday. So today at the box office, I think you can get them online.
And how much are tickets?
They're $3.
And if students want to audition, is it too late? Is there time next semester? How can they do that?
Yeah, so auditions right now are too late, but next semester we have our auditions at the beginning of the semester.
And for the showcase, there's a new theme this year. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. I don't want to give too much away, but the general theme is that the dancers kind of get stuck in a Netflix theme, and we're kind of exploring different genres of television through dance in the show.
So how did you come up with an idea like that?
Well, basically, we kind of just brainstormed things that we thought would be relatable to the audience. We went through Disney movies. We went through The Wizard of Oz, things like that, but kind of we saw Netflix as something that people watch on a day-to-day basis, and we thought that that would be kind of cool to explore.
Thank you so much, and that was Brianna joining us this morning. Still to come on Mornings on the Hill, we're going to take a look at an organization helping women fight breast cancer. Stay with us.
The New York State Bar Association will be making a Syracuse grad a lawyer this week, only 116 years after he graduated. William Herbert Johnson was the first African-American graduate of Syracuse's law school with high honors, but was unable to practice law due to his race. Johnson will be posthumously admitted to the New York State Bar this Friday at 10 in the morning at the Onondaga County Courthouse in Syracuse. Johnson passed away in 1965.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and people all over Central New York came to the SRC Arena at Onondaga Community College over the weekend to participate in a 5K fundraising walk.
Our Shoshana Stahl talked to directors and supervisors at the walk to find out what this month means to them.
Making strides may seem like a big party, but participants have a lot more on their minds. They are celebrating the lives of survivors, remembering those they lost to breast cancer, and raising money to find a cure. Board of Advisors member for the American Cancer Society and breast cancer survivor Tracy Berkey says that this event brings people from all walks of life together to raise awareness about the disease.
It really gave me the opportunity to be with other people who understand the emotions, you know, as you get the diagnosis, as you go through the journey of treatment, and then afterwards, because now you're living a new normal. So I think all working together, it's just such a powerful event.
Among New York women, breast cancer is the most common cancer and the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths. Survivor Marianne Higby says the best protection is early detection and diagnosis.
It really knows no boundaries as far as family history and age and all that kind of stuff. So people need to really be aware of statistics and then just be aware of what their body's telling them.
The New York State Cancer Services Program offers extended hours of screenings at hospitals across the state, as well as free screenings for uninsured women over 40 years old or women under 40 years old with a high risk for breast cancer. Berkey says this month is important to raise awareness, but the fight does not end just because the month does.
You know, we all get all hyped up during, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but people are suffering this disease year-round.
One of the slogans from Making Strides is what unites us, ignites us. Another thing that unites all the people participating in today's event is hope.
Never give up. Treatment options change and technology, medical science improves every day.
For Mornings on the Hill, I'm Shoshana Stahl.
You can call 866-442-2262 or visit newyork.gov to find screenings in your area.
Now, weather anchor Alex Peoples joins us for a full look at our forecast. Alex, how's it looking for the rest of the day? Am I going to need an umbrella?
You're definitely going to want to have an umbrella at your disposal for the rest of the day. Although it's dry right now, we're going to expect a little bit of rain and some downpours later in the day as storms start from the southeast, and these winds that we're experiencing are going to push them up. It's kind of going to wrap around. So here's a look at our hourly. You can see the ebbs and flows here. It's great sleeping weather. It's going to drop down into the 40s and then raise back up again. Our high is going to be around 63, but it's going to feel more like 54 all day today. Our wind gusts, that's the big news today as far as weather goes. We're going to get gusts right now. They're been up to about 24 miles an hour. We'll see them up as much as 40 potentially today. So looking back at the almanac and the history of this month, today specifically, we're kind of right in that mid-range, not quite reaching the high by about 20 degrees, but on the other hand, not reaching the low of just 29 degrees. So we're going to take a look at tomorrow's day planner. Again, be prepared for a wet day tomorrow. Although it might start out a little bit dry with some sun, we are going to get rain, and it's going to be heavy rain. These storms are going to come up and hit us. Now, let's take a look at our 5-day. Prepare you through the weekend. So, as you can see, we're going to get a lot of rain through the end of the week. By Friday, we're going to see a little bit less rain, and then it will clear up for the weekend.
Alex, it's getting pretty chilly out there, way cooler than I expected. Is there any way that we can sort of brave this fall before it gets to winter?
Yeah, definitely enjoy this weather because it's not going to be much warmer like this for much longer. Once we get into November, we're going to start seeing some snow. Right now, like I said, windbreakers, rain jackets, umbrellas, just be prepared. That's the best way to do this. But again, just understand it might be a little bit chilly now,
it's going to be a lot more cold. It's going to be a lot colder as we get into these winter months like December.
Yeah, no one's looking forward to that. And so we have the football game on Friday. What should people at home prepare to wear as they get ready to go to that?
Yeah, like I said, windbreaker, potentially rain jacket. We're going to see some showers, but it's going to clear up a little bit on Friday. Perfect time for the game. Tailgating weather.
That's great.
It's always tailgating weather in Syracuse, right? We don't get many great days for tailgating, especially this late into the season.
Right, right. How about a hat and mittens? What do you think about that? Need it yet?
Probably a little early for the mittens. Hat, though, hats can be pretty stylish, too. I'm sure you know. You know, that's a good fall look.
Yeah, I'm not wearing a hat until it snows. Thank you so much, Alex. That is going to do it for us this Wednesday here on Mornings on the Hill. I'm Morgan Trow. Follow us on social media.
And I'm Jillian Andrews. Thanks for watching Orange Nation. We'll see you next Wednesday live at 10 a.m. right here on OTN.